Hello, Guy here from Longshore Consulting. You can find us at longshoreconsultinggroup.co.uk. Today I'd like to share a technique which I find really helpful and I've used in a lot of workshops to help with finding some peace and calm. So it's a technique which involves breathing and visualization, and I'd like to take you through this. So if you can set aside probably the next 3 or 4 minutes to be somewhere with your eyes closed and undisturbed, fantastic. If that's not now, perhaps just bookmark this and come back to it later. But if you're in a place where you're able to do it now, let's experience it now, give it a try, and I'll unpack it a little bit at the end. What we need first of all is for you to be in a relaxed position sitting down. I'm not in the comfiest wooden bench here, but it'll do. The key thing is my feet are grounded, my feet are on the ground, and I'm in a reasonably upright posture, but I'm not sitting bolt upright. So I'm relaxed but alert. This will be a 3-step process. Heart focus is step 1, where we focus our attention on our heart. Heart breathing is the 2nd step, where we'll breathe more slowly than usual, more deeply and also evenly. And the 3rd step, heart feeling, I need to set this up beforehand. You need to imagine now, if you could be somewhere where a true thing that's happened in the past or an imaginary thing in the future, where you know if you were there, you would feel joy, appreciation, happiness, love, gratitude. One of those sort of heart feelings. So try to imagine that situation now. Where would you be? It's a bit like if you could be anywhere in the world, where would you be right now and who would you be with? And you don't have to tell anyone. This is just for you. Okay. So I'll walk you through it and let's give it a go. Firstly, make sure you're relaxed. Let's see, take the tension out of your neck, shoulders, arms, hands if you can. Plant your feet, no legs crossed, and close your eyes. Could you take a nice deep breath in and then a long slow breath out as you relax into your chair? Another one of those. Long slow out breath, deliberately breathing out further than you usually would. Maybe one more just to settle you. Okay, can you now shift your attention to the centre of your chest, the area around your heart? I'm just putting my fingers on my breastbone, which is helpful, or you could put your hand there. You can also imagine that your heart is expanding on the in-breath, or glowing more brightly perhaps on the in-breath. Now I'd like you to shift your attention to your breath and just start to follow the sensation of breath in and out. The next time you breathe out a bit further than you usually would. Squeeze the air out a bit further, so that then when you breathe in, you're more likely to take a deep breath down into your belly. So I want you to work now on breathing in and breathing out and lengthening your breath. So your breath is becoming slower and deeper. That's it. Now can you just begin to count your breath? How many seconds is the in-breath and the out-breath? We're looking to make sure your breath is even. The same number of seconds in and out. Probably 4 or 5 seconds for the in-breath and the same for the out-breath. Okay, so now when you're breathing in that way, time to call to mind that situation or circumstance that you thought of. Start to imagine that in as much detail as you can. What do you hear? What do you see? What colours? If other people are with you, what are the expressions on their faces? What are they saying? And other sensations. Maybe you're outside, maybe there's fresh air or food or drink, maybe there's smells or tastes associated. Smell the smells, take those things in. And maybe a sensation, perhaps it's the breeze or the sun on your skin or any other physical sensation. You're recreating this situation in your mind in as much detail as you can. So breathing slowly and deeply and evenly. Just imagining the situation. Just feel how it feels to be there. If you were there, just feel that feeling. Feel how good it feels to be there now. Pay attention to that feeling and let it soak into you as if you're a sponge. Soak in that feeling. Feel how good it feels. Okay, so we're going to begin to come back to the room, to start to bring your attention back to the room. A good way to do that is to stretch out your fingers, start to wiggle your toes. Take a deeper breath in, start to feel the chair, maybe wiggle around a bit, start to move yourself around so that when you're ready you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Now, most of the time, most people I share that with find they say things like, oh, I feel calm, or I feel peace, or I feel more relaxed. Sometimes people say, oh, I found it very difficult to concentrate, and that's nothing to worry about. It's a thing that you can practice. But just to say a little bit about what it is and why it works, you could say it's a Rolls-Royce version of Think Happy Thoughts. However, changing our focus of attention to think about something pleasant is difficult to do, and in fact we're wired to not be able to do that when we're feeling stress and pressure and tension, because we're being, our physiology is being elevated, ready for fight or flight. So you're not supposed to suddenly feel fine and calm down, because you're supposed to be scanning the environment for threats. So the first two steps there are a way of calming your physiology. You're taking your attention away from your thinking and putting it in the centre of your chest. When you breathe in that coherent, even pattern, your heart is sending a message to your brain that there's no threat, and therefore, okay, well, it's easier for me to choose what I want to think about. So I hope you found that helpful. If you sort of found it a little bit helpful but not sure, then do practice. It's something that you can do anytime when you are safe, when you're in a place where there's no threat and you can be undisturbed for a few minutes. So if you found that helpful, please share this, and if you have any questions or queries, please do message me or drop a note in the comments. Best of luck. Hope you found that useful.